Hello, welcome to my another video in this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, whoever subscribed. So today I'm going to share about my FE EIT certification journey. So those who don't know what is FE, first of all, FE is the full form of FE is a fundamental of engineering. So it is generally the first step of becoming a licensed professional engineer, and it is designed for recent graduates and students who are close to finishing an undergraduate degree from an ESC or ABET accredited program. And currently, AFE exam is a computer-based exam, which is administered year-round at NCES-approved test centers. The test fee is $225. So, with that basic introduction to FE, I'm going to tell you about EIT, or Engineer in Training. So, this is basically the state license from whatever the state board you're going to apply. So, any 52 states within the United States have the capability of approving EIT license, and but the thing is, the state boards have different criteria for EIT license. So it is recommended to check with the state board requirements before you sit for the FE exam. So usually most of the state boards require the candidate to pass the FE exam and have an engineering degree from an ABET accredited program. If your program is not from an ABET accredited program, then you need to evaluate your transcripts. And then in many cases, for example, someone who is a foreign student like myself, I came from Bangladesh, so our program was not FE, NCES approved or like ABET accredited. So in that case, I needed to send my transcript from my undergraduate school to NCES along with my master's and PhD transcript to NCES for their evaluation. And if you once you have that evaluation, then you can basically apply with the state board. So once you apply for the EIT certificate, the state board has a application, and sometimes it has an application fee, sometimes it doesn't have an application fee. And once you apply, and it will take a few weeks for them to review your application and approve the EIT license to you. Now the EIT license, once you get it, then you are ready to take your PE exam. And once you pass the PE exam, and once you have satisfactory work experience, then you can apply for the PE license as well in the similar process. Now, I've been talking about NCES. Let's learn what is NCES. So NCES, this stands for National Council of Examiners for Engineering and Surveying. So this authority, it administers all the exams that are needed to approve the license for the PE or PS, professional engineers and professional surveyors. Now they don't give you the licenses; they administer the exams, and which allow or help the board to identify who are the competent candidates for the PE licensure. So passing the FE exam doesn't guarantee that you will get the EIT. At the same time, passing the FE exam doesn't guarantee, passing the PE exam doesn't guarantee you to get the PE license as well. So I'm going to share what I did for my EIT license. At the same time, I will tell you some of the tips and suggestions that you can utilize yourself in order to get your FE license. So first step is to open an NCES account. NCES account open, it doesn't have any cost associated with it. So you can go to my NCES and then you can open an account. Here you can see my dashboard, and once you open the account, you will see all the items on the left, like NCES, the dashboard, the exams, exam prep, and PE, PS exam docs, and the licensure requirements, everything. So you have like whatever you need to pass these exams, you have everything at your disposal in NCES dashboard. Now I haven't mentioned anything about discipline. So FE has multiple disciplines. Like you can take FE exam in one of these approved disciplines or specifications. So FE comes in like chemical, civil, electrical and computer, environmental, industrial and systems, mechanical and discipline and other disciplines. So since my undergrad was in naval architecture and marine engineering, and there is no exam specification related to that, I took the FE other discipline. Now, how different is FE other than the other ones? Mostly they are the same in terms of like basic engineering and mathematics and thermodynamics. All this stuff is mostly same, but when it comes to a specific engineering branch, FE other discipline actually covers uh, all of it, where the mechanical or environmental may have some focus on mechanical branch or like environmental branch. So it doesn't matter which one you take, but if you have a bachelor's with a major in chemical, you better take FE chemical, or like if you have a bachelor's in civil, then you may take FE civil. And it mostly, the civil engineering folks, like civil engineering graduates, they usually are the most who license for their practice. So FE civil is the one that most of the students take, and then there comes FE mechanical, and then there are other disciplines as well. So next, what I did, I checked with my state board for license requirements. Since my case was a little bit unique, as I mentioned, I did not have a ABET accredited degree from the USA. My degree was a foreign degree. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Accredited, whatever. So yeah, but I checked with the state board for the licensing. Once I get the confirmation from the state board, like what I need for the licensing, so I opened the account and I sent the transcript to NCES, because NCES will need your educational confirmation from your undergrad and graduate schools to verify your status as a student. So you have to make sure like you have everything ready before you apply for the EIT. Even if you pass the FE exam, if you haven't done all of these steps, then you have to wait until you do all these necessary steps. So I recommend you do it early when you have time. Next, you should start preparing for the FE test, which I did. Now you need to familiarize yourself with the FE exam format. So FE exam has like 110 questions, and the exam is like around 6 hours long. It can have like the 6 hour long, and it can have like a 5 hour 20-minute exam with a scheduled break of 25 minutes, and all those details you can find everything in the NCES website in the exam preparation guide. I recommend you register for the test early enough, because sometimes it is hard to find a test center with a date. In my case, where I live, there is no test center in my town, so I had to actually drive down 1.5 hours to another city to take the exam. So I had to like schedule early enough. So I get I can take the exam in time. But for me, eventually what I did, I had to like reschedule for multiple reasons. But registering for the exam, it helps. It just keeps you motivated if you don't wanna lose $50 in rescheduling fee. Again, I recommend you to familiarize yourself with the test formats and syllabus. So for me, I understood what's the test format, how many questions there can be, and what you need to pass. Like you don't need to pass, you don't like there will be 110 questions, but you don't need to pass in all of them, or you don't need to get all of them right. So far I know, like you need to get 100. Like only 100 of your 100 of 10 questions will be accounted towards your final score, and within that 100 questions you need to get like almost 60% right. So it's I'm not saying it's very easy. It doesn't have like a high passing rate. It has around like a national like 50 to 60% passing rate. So you just need to be careful, but you need to be prepared enough, so like how you are preparing, and you should be able to tell the syllabus. So whichever discipline that you're taking, I suppose like you should take this, you should review the syllabus as well. So, and then next step is the NCES handbook. So the NCES handbook, you use the NCES handbook for the exam, because it's an open book, but you don't carry your own book. So NCES will give you the handbook, so you will be able to open up the PDF and then look for the equations, whatnot. The best approach is, when you practice for the test, you use the NCES handbook to look for those formulas for equations, so that you are familiarized as with the page numbers, with the format of the book, so you don't waste time looking for stuff when in your actual test. Another thing that you need to be careful about is the calculator. I used a Casio FX9991 model calculator, and so I also have like a FX115. So I would recommend like use a calculator, because there are so many problems that you can use a calculator within a minute, matter of minute, and get done with it, because you need to time your problem, right? Like you need to make sure like you are giving enough time to each of your problems. So if you can finish some of your easier problems early, then you can allocate some of the time to your complex problems. So I would say like know your calculator very well. So there is a calculator policy listed in the NCES website. I suggest you review that very well before you take the exam, and then you familiarize yourself with one calculator. So if you know how to use Casio, use Casio, or like Hewlett Packard, or like Texas Instruments, whatever calculator you know the best. Use it, familiarize yourself, take two of them, so if one of them dies, so you can use the other. Now, one point here, like all these calculators are different. So that's why I recommend just familiarize yourself with one model. Now, what resources did I use? For me, I used Lindeberg resource. There's a one book by Lindeberg on FE other discipline. What I did, like I bought that off Amazon, and went through it, like, but I did not read the entire book back to back, cover to cover. It's not feasible for me, because I had like a full-time job, and I had other commitments, so it was not feasible for me to review the entire book. But as the author of the book suggested, like solve each and every problem. I once in, like, from time to time, what I did, like I opened up YouTube and then watched some lectures. I saw how they are solving a problem. That's how I just trained myself solving any problem. So it's not a recommended method, but what I focus more, like you need to understand your strength and weakness. Now for myself, I am not a fresh graduate. I have been I graduated from college in 2017, and then after that I've been in work, graduate school and workforce. So I had some experience, and I had like developed some engineering intuition, which helped me solve some of the problems that came in the exam. But that may not be the case for you. So I suggest you understand your strength and weakness, and you focus on those topics that you're not very strong. So you allocate your time wisely, you establish a routine, and so make sure like you cover all the basics of all the topics that are outlined in the syllabus. Moreover, what you need to make sure, like, you have that engineering mindset, you have that problem solving mindset. No matter you are stuck or anything, you need to make sure like you are getting that, you're solving that problem, but at the same time you have to make sure how to move on. So this video is not about how to prepare for the test, but I'm just giving you an overview about the preparation and the strategies. But if you want more specific strategy, I can make more videos later. Now this topic, many of my peers who has a PhD, they ask like should I pursue FE and PE after PhD? And it definitely matters. Sometimes, like if you are within the civil engineering department or environmental engineering department, sometimes having a PE helps. Getting through some career stages of your life. So it really depends on your career trajectory, on your career plan. You may need a PE or not, but it totally up to you. But after having a PE, I mean, I don't know if your job um, prospect will look any better. I mean, yeah, you will stand out among other candidates, but it's not gonna be necessarily, you're not gonna uh, yes, you will be considered a better choice among other candidates who don't have PE. But again, it just your I have to say it's your discretion. So overall, summary for whoever is watching this video, that if you want to take a PE exam, or sorry, first FE exam, right? First you need to take the FE, then PE. So if you want to take the FE exam, you need to familiarize yourself with the NCES. So first open an NCES account and then familiarize yourself with the NCES material, state board requirements, and then you register for the test. You know the syllabus and test format very well. So you do your research there, and then once you know the syllabus, test format, and then you understand your strength and weakness, then you follow a routine and just trust yourself as an engineer. Now, do you want to follow any online resources or not? That's entirely your call. I haven't followed any online test prep software or any online test prep anything for the FE. Maybe for the PE I will do it, but because it's a little bit more specialized test. But for the FE I haven't done it. But I also haven't seen any FE other discipline specific online resources as well. So there's only one resource that I could find. That was Michael Lindeberg's FE other discipline book that I followed. But I haven't seen anything like this in YouTube or any other platform. Now, if you want me to cover some of the FE other discipline topics, I can do so and help you understand the FE problems better. And I can share my technique with you, that how I solved some of the problems or how I actually approach a problem. So more on that later. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Thank you.